What's going on? Cancer. I heard Cancer at the end. It's going to kind of be an emotional reading, I guess somebody said, but I was just listening to a band called Taking Back Sunday, and I got this song called A Decade Under the Influence, and it's it's about him really liking a girl, and then all of a sudden, as I was thinking about A Decade Under the Influence, Taking Back Sunday came on again with this song called Make Damn Sure, and it's about A Decade Under the Influence is about breaking down somebody. Like, they just want to break you down so badly. And then the other song, Make Damn Sure, gonna make damn sure that you can never leave. Gonna make damn sure. So he wants to make sure that somebody stays with him. He's gonna do whatever he can to make sure that he doesn't lose this next one. So, okay, run. Ooh, one already went, and this is the Hobbit ruin. This is the successful abundance, fertility. It's basically a successful journey. It's the successful journey card. Ruin. When I say card. Do I feel like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12? Yeah, okay. I still am missing ruin number 11. It still has not come back to me yet, so I can't work with all my ruin stones that I made, but almost. We're going to see if one... Oh, yeah, I knew it. I knew there was going to be one more. And another one fell on my lap. So we got the X, number 10, and then number 7. Number 7 came out. Technically, it's actually kind of 2 X's, but this one is a long line. It's almost like a crossroads. I almost see that one as a crossroads. This one is an actual X. That's 10. Oh, yeah, what's this one? 7. Partnership, generosity, relationships. Number 10, restriction, conflict, willpower, abundant success. So it looks like it's gonna be a successful journey ahead, but there's some type of conflict with your willpower over some type of partnership or how generous you want to be with a certain relationship that's possibly coming up. So put it this way. If you are sitting comfortably, money-wise, okay, if you're sitting comfortably, there might be some type of partnership that comes in. So you could find another boss, you could find another job, you could find some type of partnership with school, with entrepreneurship, relationship, one-on-one relationship, something like that. Some type of partnership. I mean, partnerships come up very different ways, okay? Some people, live on one side of the country and their business is on the other. I met this man yesterday from Colombia, and he was here because of some branch of work that he's in, took him to my city. So I was like, fucking... And you could tell he's from Colombia because he tipped like he was from Colombia. That's how you know that people come from foreign countries. So, but he was doing good. Like, his suit was, like, in check. I was like, easy Armani. Like, God. He was a good-looking man, too. Anyways, so he said he was here. He was only here for 3 days for business, and then he was gone. I was like, okay, nicely done. Brought all 500 of his kids. Anyways, so there was some type of restriction, though. I remember him saying something happened. So, I mean, you could be traveling. You could have to travel, okay? Because if you think about the whole Hobbit's journey, they have to travel. And it takes them, like, a year to get to the Lonely Mountain. Like, when you really think about it, it's not just, like, they just started walking and then they were in a totally different place in Middle-earth. No, it took them a very long time. Plus, if the Eagles didn't help, it would have taken them even longer. So, you could have some type of successful journey ahead of you. Okay, and because you're sitting in abundance, it doesn't matter how much you spend because you have the ability to spend what you need for this next piece. Okay, and there is a restriction though, but it's your mind because it's the willpower. So there's like some conflict in your mind, okay, and you might think that somebody's like, you might think that somebody's trying to use you for your money. You might think that you're being too generous, right? You might have to be too generous on what happens in the next time. But that's just might be your mind. Because maybe something happened in the past where you got used for your money, or you got used somehow through your abundance, and now you've put a restrict on that to be like, I'm not spending any money on somebody. I'm not. Oh my God, this reminds me of this story. My aunt tried. My aunt was always online dating. Okay, that's the most scariest fucking thing to do, by the way, is online date. I don't recommend it. I never did. But anyway, she goes and meets this trucker. Okay, classy aunt move. Goes and meets this trucker, and what's one of the fucking questions that he asks her? Do you like diamonds? And she goes, of course I love diamonds, blah, blah, blah. What she didn't realize was that he was baiting her. Clearly, like, the guy didn't even have a house. He was a trucker on the regular because he was always on the road. So he just stayed in hotels, or he stayed in his truck, right? So clearly this guy had a little bit of money. And then he set them up one night in this bed and breakfast downtown Toronto. And it was like pretty fucking pimp, my aunt said. So I'm like, okay, this guy's got money to spend. There's a reason why he's single. And then here she goes on and on and on, rants and raves about how much she loves diamonds, thinking that this guy is talking about buying her diamonds. And I'm like, oh, dear God. No, he's asking you if you're a fucking petty little bitch like that and all you want is gold and riches and you want the finer things in life. Like, are you serious? And, like, I saw right through the question, and she's just delirious. Is 20 years older than me and still dumb as a wall, right? And, clearly that man made a vow to himself and was like, I'm not paying for everything. I'm not going to be this person that puts the money out if people like this are just going to use me up. And that was a trucker, right? So, mind me, I'm eating mandarin oranges. I can't eat this morning because I don't eat that much. But I'm fucking thirsty. Because I'm a pothead. You know, the best snacks are the ones that give you food and water at the same time. Because then you don't have to drink as much water. Because mandarin oranges have water and food. Kill two birds, get stoned. You know what I mean? God, I miss the Trailer Park Boys so much. So I just would look at the word security. Like, you're pretty secure in this next, like, I believe that you are an intelligent person to be able to know where you see a scam and where you don't see a scam. If you think you see a scam, don't do anything. If it looks like it's not a pyramid scheme and you could actually lucratively either make something with it or build something with it, then sometimes you do have to use your instincts. It's either a yes or no. I just want to break it down so badly in the worst way. Keys on a ring. One night stand. Many options. Oof. But it kind of came in limbo. So maybe you're learning that, you know what? Everybody has a lot of options when you think about it, okay? And sometimes if you get illusionized in all those options, suddenly you go to make a move, nothing's left. Because all those options that you thought you had moved on because you waited too long. Or you're done having one night stands and staying detached from people. Or you're done being a string along and you want to make moves in your life now where you can honestly say that you tried and that you didn't just make up excuses that all they wanted was your money or all they wanted was your dick or all they wanted was your ride or your career, you know? Ooh, axe. Cut something out. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Are you giving the silent treatment to somebody? Or somebody's giving you the silent treatment and you have to take them out? Oh, okay. Maybe that's where you're restricted. Maybe you're letting somebody else restrict you on what you can do. Like maybe you have power of attorney and you're not allowed to spend your money or you're not allowed to make certain decisions on your own because somebody else has control of that. You might want to cut them out now. Or stop the pattern of one night stands and staying detached. Because sometimes staying detached keeps you detached emotionally also from yourself. Where's this journey going? Journey to end the pattern. This one wants to come. Lightning. Sudden change. Okay, so you might get a surprise kind of epiphany that maybe all these cards here. There's the butterfly, there's addiction, there's mask, and then Cupid's arrow. You might be just holding a mask, okay, over the power that you can do, okay? You might just be in a period where you are lying to yourself about how much you've grown and that you can make decisions on your own. And that this isn't just some quick flame where it burns in and out, right? If you know that you want to invest in something, then there might be some type of upheaval. Like you might move, you might relocate, you might change something about yourself, and you're scared of that because you've always kind of been a string along. Maybe you just always kind of follow the leader. In a relationship, you don't really make moves for yourself, and it's saying to stop that pattern. Make moves for yourself. Make strong moves for yourself, because you might get a surprise epiphany once you take the mask off and reveal your true feelings about something, and that you're not codependently just addicted to it, that you are actually in love with something that's growing or evolving, and that it's not just some Cupid's arrow that hits you and it's going to come in and out and burn really fast, right? Some things are meant to stay in your life. They're not meant to come and go, right? Which is maybe what you're used to. People coming and going, people coming and going, and that's why you don't know if you want to invest in it or not. But the thing is that if you feel like you can do this, if you feel like you've transformed, if you feel like you can truly stop the pattern on the silent treatment of what you're doing and move through this quest, knowing that you're making the right decisions as you go, I think you'll truly shock yourself at what you can do on your own. Yeah, this person's not gonna, it's like, if you're worried about getting stabbed in the back in the future, they're not gonna stab you in the back. They're not some twin flame that's gonna come in and out of your life. This is actually a karmic relationship. You guys were meant to feel one another. You're meant to go through stages of your life, so then you learn lessons and you get through resentment and you can learn to let go and you can learn to love yourself and you can learn to get over the fleeting moments of when you want to run, because this person's not going to stab you in the back. Whatever this is, whatever this next move is, it seems like a very genuine move. So if you feel like you're going to get stabbed in the back, then maybe you still have to heal a little bit to know that you do have to make moves, right? And yes, it can be scary, and sometimes you have to have just your chill and your healing time. But then once you're done healing, you got to start moving again. You got to get the wheels going. You got to get that oil moving. You have to get your senses going again, or you will just slowly fall back into old patterns. And if you do that, that's kind of life-threatening, because if you just got through that, could you imagine having to go through it again? So, anyways, I hope this message helps. I'm Moonshine. Peace out. Thanks for joining.